Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Easy English with Eva, the place where you learn real English through natural conversation. Today, we are talking about something extremely important for students who take exams like IELTS, TOEFL, CELPIP, or even university tests. And Alex is here with me.
Hi, everyone. And I think I might have made this mistake before, too.
Maybe. Because today we are talking about a mistake that thousands of students make in essays.
Let me guess. Grammar?
No, something even simpler. Students copy the question.
Oh, yes.
Let me show you an example. Imagine you were taking the IELTS writing test. The question says, technology plays the most important role in modern society. Do you agree or disagree? Now, listen to this answer. I agree that technology plays the most important role in modern society because...
That sounds like a normal answer.
Yes, but it is actually a weak introduction.
Why?
Because the student copied the sentence from the question. Look carefully. These are exactly the same words from the question. Technology, most important role, modern society. So the student didn't really rewrite the idea. They simply repeated it.
So the examiner reads it and thinks, "Thank you for repeating my question."
Yeah, that's it. You are not showing your English skills.
So students lose marks?
Yes, because examiners want to see your language, not their question.
So what should students do instead?
They should paraphrase.
This word appears everywhere in academic English, but what does it really mean?
Paraphrasing means you say the same idea, but you use different words and different structure.
So the meaning stays the same, but the language changes.
Exactly. And this is one of the most important academic skills in English.
Why do examiners care so much about paraphrasing?
Because it shows three things. First, vocabulary. You know different words. Second, grammar. You can build different sentence structures. Third, understanding. You truly understand the idea.
Instead of just copying.
That's it. The first paraphrasing technique is synonyms.
Synonyms are words with the same meaning.
Yes. Take this example. Big, large, huge.
Different words, same meaning.
Now, let's apply this to our essay question. Original sentence, technology plays the most important role in modern society. Now, let's replace some words. Technology to modern technology. Most important to most significant. Role to influence. Modern society to today's world.
So the new sentence becomes, modern technology has the most significant influence on today's world.
Perfect. Same idea, different vocabulary. But here is a very important warning. Some students choose fancy words they don't understand.
Yes, they open a dictionary and choose the longest word.
And the sentence becomes strange. So always choose words you really know. The second technique is changing the structure of the sentence. Look at the original sentence. Technology plays the most important role in modern society. Now watch this. The most important influence in modern society comes from technology.
Ah, interesting. Technology moved to the end of the sentence.
Exactly. The meaning is the same, but the structure is different.
And it already sounds more advanced.
That's exactly it. The meaning is identical, but the structure is different.
And it already sounds more academic.
Another small trick is changing the form of the word. For example, act, action, active.
Verb, noun, adjective.
You're absolutely right. And sometimes you can create many new words from just one base word. For example, technology, technological.
So the sentence structure changes naturally.
And by the way, if you want to learn this skill properly, we already have a lesson on this channel called Vocabulary times 5. In that lesson, we explain how you can take one word and create many new words using prefixes and suffixes.
And the interesting thing is that sometimes you can understand or even create a new word without learning it before.
Exactly right. So instead of memorizing thousands of words, you learn a system that helps you expand your vocabulary much faster.
We'll leave the link to that lesson at the end of this video.
So make sure to check it out and grow your vocabulary many times faster without endless memorization. Now we move to a very powerful technique, a concession.
This sounds complicated.
Actually, it's simple. First, you show the opposite opinion. Then you show your opinion. Let's say, although many people believe the economy is the most important factor in national development, I believe education plays a greater role.
So we show two perspectives,
Yes, and that shows critical thinking.
which examiners love.
Let's combine everything. Instead of copying the question, we can write, although economic growth is often considered the key driver of national development, education plays a far more significant role in shaping a country's future.
Now that sounds like a real academic essay.
Let's practice paraphrasing. Original sentence, technology is changing the way people communicate.
Okay, let me try. Modern technology is transforming how people interact with each other.
Excellent paraphrase. Another sentence, social media influences how people share information.
Let me try again. Online platforms strongly affect the way individuals exchange information.
Well said. Here are 3 quick tips. Always change 2 or 3 words. Try changing the structure and avoid copying long phrases from the question. Now it's your turn. Paraphrase this sentence. Technology has changed modern communication. Write your version in the comments.
And try not to copy the sentence.
So today we talked about one very important writing skill, paraphrasing.
And we showed you 3 simple ways to do it.
First, you can change the words by using synonyms.
Second, you can change the structure of the sentence.
And third, you can add a concession, which means mentioning another opinion before giving your own.
These small changes can make a big difference in your writing.
Especially if you're preparing for exams like IELTS, TOEFL, or any academic essay. Now that you've heard these strategies, try listening to the examples again and notice how the sentences change without changing the meaning.
And tell us in the comments which paraphrasing technique was new for you today.
Or try writing your own paraphrase of one of the sentences we used in this lesson.
That's actually one of the best ways to remember new language.
Thanks for learning English with us.
We hope you've enjoyed this video.
And until next time, take care.
Bye.